I'm Lakshmi, and I'm a freelance consultant. I stay in Asha Township. I built a house recently. I moved in here about 2 months ago. It's a layout, but like a lot of layouts in Bangalore, since it did not have a lot of its development work done, including the power lines and everything, I decided to opt for solar and an off-grid system because I still don't have DESCOM poles installed. So that was a primary reason. I am presently running on what is known as a temporary meter or a temporary connection, which is typically given for commercial activities and construction purposes. So the slab rate for billing is fairly high. So a standard household with minimum appliances will usually run up a bill monthly of about, I think around 4,500 to 5,000. And if you add in extras on top of that, it can go up to 6,000, 7,000, 9,000 also. So on account of that, I decided that I'd go for an off-grid system. I don't have the net off possibility since there is no consumer meter. And that way, even if there are issues in future in terms of the temporary connection being withdrawn, etc., I can still operate independently without relying on any grid supply for electricity. I went on Google, I was searching for some options, and there were around 2 or 3 which seemed to have good reviews, and they looked like everything was a little orderly. Then I reached out to EcoSoch, and I reached out to the others also, but they were very prompt in coming back. So in fact, somebody else also came for an assessment to give me a feasibility and costing and everything. But EcoSoch guys came very quickly back. They sent someone to review the on-site, and this is way when the construction was going on. So they were really rather prompt. That was my first discussion that I had, and they gave me a high-level costing at that time. They didn't give me the design, but they gave me a high-level idea because I was still in construction phase. So I just wanted to see if there was something from the construction angle that I had to keep in mind, so that I'd be able to install it, without any issues in future. Otherwise, I'd have to probably, redo some structures, which I wanted to avoid. Experience is good. They sent me a design. I think I was quite persistent with the questions that I had since I was investing that kind of money, and I knew it would be my primary source of power in the house. I wanted it to kind of be a well thought out decision. So I did have a lot of questions. I had a lot of conversations, and they were quite patient in answering all of those, because I didn't really have the knowledge to begin with. I just kind of knew that there is something called solar. I didn't really take the solution or design that they gave at face value. I went back many times and I asked a lot of things as to why like this and why not like that. And I think they took their time, and they also made sure that I was clear on why they wanted to do things in a certain way and everything. So I would say overall they've been very forthcoming and patient with my queries, which have been plenty. Our system is doing very well. Once I got the app, I was actually able to look at it. When you have a new app initially, you're kind of like very into it. You keep looking at it and everything. So I think I kind of figured out that sweet spot. Usually on sunny days, by 10, 11, my battery is fully charged. And after that, no matter what I'm using, it's coming straight out of the generation. I don't have any high-powered appliances. I think the maximum is maybe a vacuum cleaner, and there are 4 motors in the house, out of which 2 motors of half HP run daily for around 15 to 45 minutes, depends. I plan the usage basis, the generation, so that I know that once it's sunny and the battery is fully charged, I put them on accordingly, and I would think that there's a lot of generation that is happening after that, and on many days I probably am not using it that much. Maybe if I have more batteries, then I could kind of load them up. But I don't know that it's generating a lot more than I'm presently capable of using. So it's just a matter of timing, the usage so that you're able to get the most out of it. But yeah, in terms of generation, it's doing a fairly good job. I have 5 panels and 4 batteries, and it's working out good for me. Most certainly in my case, it is value for money. Since I don't have, the current poles and a proper BESCOM connection, there's a huge saving in terms of bill, without a doubt. So the money saved in my specific case, maybe if it was a consumer meter, I wouldn't be saving as much because the slab rates are lower, so my bill would overall be lesser. But since I am on a commercial or a temp meter, the bill is rather steep. If I were not having solar, then I'd be shelling out a lot of money every month. It's not just the money, it's also about the grief and the stress of, if you lost power, then it's very difficult to operate in today's day and age without that. So it's nice to know that even if that happens, I'd still be able to function, without any reliance on the grid. I certainly would, because I think they are very prompt, and they are very patient, and they're also giving a very good ongoing support. I think the promptness is the most important thing, because you can any feedback that I have given in terms of I would prefer to do it this way, or why are we doing it this way, I've always had someone coming back to me with a very clear explanation, trying to understand what my concern is and helping me clarify that. And it's good that they have that communication that's going on, because then you don't feel like you paid the money and then that's it. They kind of cut you off and left you to fend for yourself. So I did not get that feeling, which is good. I think they showed more interest than me having shown interest, so that helps.